Here's my audience. I'm doing a informational speech on the history of the automobile. Automobiles are quite the necessity, and I'm about to tell you some history about automobiles. I'm also going to talk about who created the first automobile and who helped the automobile industry prosper. Here are a few things I'm going to talk about. The idea of the automobile was thought of long before it was even invented. In the 15th century, Leonardo da Vinci considered the first idea of a self-propelled vehicle. The first actual automobile was a one-cylinder two-stroke unit which ran for the first time on New Year's Eve 1879. The first person to mass-produce automobiles and make it possible for an everyday person to own an automobile was Henry Ford. First off, long before the automobile was invented, it was thought of by many people. The invention of the automobile really isn't credited to just one person, but many different people. The most famous idealist is Leonardo da Vinci. He created a type of spring-driven car that had to be wound up before it could move. When you think of a car, what commonly pops up into your head is something with four wheels and a motor, but according to Christopher G. Foster, writer of Automobile, states that the first vehicle was a cart with windmills mounted on it. The wind would spin the windmill, and that would power the wheels. This was invented in 1760. The first person to truly change the world of transportation was Carl Benz. He created the first gas-powered engine. According to Christopher G. Foster, writer of Automobile, states that Carl Benz was completely dedicated to the prosperation that the combustion engine would surpass the horse and revolutionize the world of transportation. Carl dealt with many obstacles throughout the building of his first car, but the New Year's Eve of 1879, he drove his first few laps around his small factory with the three-wheeled gas-powered two-cycle one-cylinder motor. Alright, automobiles were nice, but were also very expensive. This is where Henry Ford came along. He didn't invent the automobile or invent the assembly line, but he did make automobiles affordable for the everyday person. According to Daniel Ethnics, writer of Ford Motor Company, manages ethics and social responsibility. This quote shows evidence of how cheap Henry made automobiles. Four-cylinder models, Model N, to luxurious six-cylinder models, Model K, each one designed by the letter of the alphabet, and sold anywhere from $500 to $2,500 new. In my opinion, he helped the automobile industry thrive. He brought the luxury of owning a car to the common public. In conclusion, an automobile in today's time doesn't really seem like a luxury, more like a necessity. The invention of the automobile was a major accomplishment for humanity. The credit isn't due to just one person, but to many. Henry Ford helped deliver vehicular travel to the common man. Carl Benz invented the first gas-powered vehicle that we drive till this day. When vehicles were first invented, they were more of a luxury, but have evolved majorly over time and now are a necessity.